Welcome back to the Late Night Show. Welcome back, dear guests. Before we talk about the last few words, we have an item in our show that we give free giveaways. And one of the things that we are promoting a lot is the International Summer Week. It's an experience in which you are in Sardinia, in Italy, with almost 200 international people from all around the globe. So there's a lot of intercultural experience. You share a lot of happy moments with each other, and I think it's a true way of peace building. So
a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
It's a one-in-a-lifetime experience. And we're giving away to this audience, if you're between 18 and 27, and you think someone is, and so you can give it to someone else, actually. So you have to send us an email or a telephone number and tell them why this person deserves to go on to Sardinia to International Summer Week. I highly recommend it. It's really an experience you will not forget. So let's see the Summer Week. So once again, if you think someone deserves to go on this trip, it's a life-changing experience, please send us an email on denhaaginsideout@gmail.com or at the telephone number which is appearing on the screen, and tell us why that person deserves it. We have 3 spots to give away. The first come, first serve, based on what you have done for your community. So we are almost at the end of our show. Your final thoughts about peace and freedom, and you can also join in the final thoughts.
Well, peace and freedom are basically human rights. Everyone should have them, everyone should enjoy them, though we live in a world which is not the case. And how to attain them, it has to start with you, and you have to spread it out as best as you can with what you have, to whom you can, and in the best ability that you can, to spread the spreading of freedom and of peace. And of course, for you to spread it, first you have to have it.
Thank you very much. That's very nice, Daniel. Very good. Very well said.
Well, to me, there's like big role models like Martin Luther King and Nelson Mandela and Gandhi. But even if we can just like borrow a piece of their courage, because freedom and inner peace and outer peace asks for courage. And I think that's very important. And what I also learned that for us normal people watching this show, how do you make peace? One person at a time. It's touching one heart, touching one soul, listening to one person's pain, really understanding them, and reaching out your hand. And if you do that, it will follow naturally.
Well,
thank you, Chantal. Daniel.
Yeah, I think that peace starts at the individual level, but I think at some points you need collective movements, you need worldwide movements, you need global action to stop violence, to stop oppression, to stop occupation, and to put an end, because unfortunately countries enjoy impunity without being held accountable for their violations of human rights, for not actually affording these rights to people that deserve them, because at the end of the day, everyone deserves to live in peace and away from fear. And yeah, I think that nobody should be left behind in this process. And peace is not really exclusive. peace is something that everyone should enjoy. And I think it's very important to think what each person can contribute to this, but it's also important to think about education as an instrument, non-formal education, because education controls what we get, what we perceive, how do we think, the way we learn our histories. And at least we need to get, as people, as humans, the opportunity to think together creatively and constructively about how can we create better educational systems that empower diversity, empower inclusion, empower and enforce love for each other rather than division. So I think this is also very important. Yeah, like transformation. Be part of the transformation we really seek to achieve, because we all as humans deserve that.
Be part of the transformation, right?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I heard a lot of beautiful things about being light. It starts with you, and if you really want to make a change, it always starts with yourself, because if you really want to make a change, start with you. And what you said about courage, I find it as well, because we fear. We have so much fear. So many people have fear, but everything on the opposite of fear is actually what we want. So when we step out of that fear and we come in more harmony with ourselves, and we learn how to live within love, and we learn how to treat people the way we want to be treated. If we would take that for example, I would think that immediately there would be more peace, because the way you want to be treated, if you would treat everybody else the way like that, then I cannot believe that you would hurt anybody, or that you would do something to a person that is not nice. Yeah. So I found a sense in everything that you said, and I think if you combine it all together, courage, love, and unity combines. Yeah.
You summed it very well. I cannot add anything to it. The only thing I want to say is that the role model thing triggered me. The role model that you named, Gandhi, Martin Luther King, and Nelson Mandela, all of them, actually failed, in my opinion. And it's a very harsh opinion that I'm saying, because they're my leaders as well. Because the countries, the ideology they fought for are doing exactly the same thing, opposite. There's no peace in those countries. They put the problem with the society is that we put anyone that does something good, we put them on a pedestal and say, he was Mahatma, he was great, he could do it, I cannot. So instead, you have to become that role model. If we are not doing, they fought for us, they fought for that peace, they gave us the tools to do it, and we put them on a pedestal, we throw away the tools, and we say them, they were holy. Mahatma Gandhi was holy. Holy gave him. He was a normal man. He gave you a normal tool, like, you have to fight the society, you fight against the things they stand for, if you want to make a change. He gave away the cloth. He was a lawyer, he gave away the cloth. Simply just to wear that, just to say, because that cloth was a symbol of oppression in that country. He shows us the way, and what we do afterwards, they got the freedom, they go back to war, they go back to showing bombs, both of them. So we need to we need to just put role models not on a pedestal. We have to become the role models. We have to follow them.
We have to put all our teaspoons together.
Yes, because
we have to unite.
But what Yassir says is right. It's really hard to attain that level. So if people would just understand that they have their teaspoon to contribute, and some have a bigger spoon, and some have a bucket, but all together, we can change the system.
Exactly. So let's take our teaspoons, buckets, and everything. We will go and we will make this change. Hopefully you will also take your spoons and tea buckets and everything. Follow us on denhaag Inside Out. And else, you can watch this show again on YouTube and Vimeo channel. If you couldn't watch it now, re-watch it. Share it if you like something. And yes, hopefully one or two people we could able to touch. I think then we succeeded.
If it was one person, then it was worth it.